सच्चिदानन्दाय गुरुवे शिष्य संसारहारिणे नमस्ते। सर्वरूपिणे नमस्ते चिद्विलासिने। ओम गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरा। गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ध्यानमूलम् गुरुमूर्ति पूजामूलं गुरुपदम् मन्त्रमूलं गुरुर्वाक्यम् मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय। स्वामी जी महाराज की जय। शिवोहम। We are taking the 14th stanza of chapter 13 Srimad Bhagavad Gita by the grace of Universal Master. In this stanza, the Sadguru telling to the Arjuna about the Sagun and the Nirguna Brahma and the secret of Brahma. Sarvendriya gunabhasam Sarvendriya vivarjitam असक्तं सर्वमृत्यैव निर्गुणं गुणभोक्तृ च सर्व इंद्रिय गुण आभासं सर्व इंद्रिय विवर्जितम् असक्तं सर्वव्रता च एव निर्गुणं गुणभोक्तृ च. Sarv, it means total. Indriya means senses. Guna, it means the sensation. Abhasam, it means the Chidabhasa, knower, Jivatma. Sarva, it means total. Indriya, Vivarjitam, it means he has no indriyas, no senses. Asaktam, there is no attachment. Eva, also. Sarvabhrataha, it means base and the caretaker of all. Cha, it means and. Nirgunam, it means beyond the Sata, Raja and Tamaguna. Guna Bhoktaha, it means even he is availing the gunas. He is a knower of all senses and their effects. What in real he is not in the senses. Even he is seems to attach, but he is attachmentless. But all also the bearing and caretaking and nourishing all the living beings. He has no gunas, he is a nirgunas, but availing all gunas. My dear friend, it is a verdict of Satchidananda Paramatma, Lord Krishna. The Krishna is the master of millions uncountable galaxies containing with the billions of the universes. The Krishna is the base. Krishna is the consciousness. Krishna is the universal soul. Krishna is only existence. Krishna is the master. Krishna is the Shiva. Krishna is the Brahma. Krishna is the greatest lover. Krishna is the caretaker of all universes. Krishna is telling to the Arjuna, Arjuna, Sarvendriya Guna Bhasa. The all sensory organs and their sensation and their actions and their input and output, these are all comes in the knowing of the Abhasa. Abhasa is called Jiva. Abhasa is called the consciousness attached with unknowing the God. And the knower God is not Indriya, because the ears do not know that they are ears. Eyes cannot see the eyes. Skin cannot touch itself, and all are get their function when a person is alive. So it is proof itself that the sensory organs are not important. What in the sensation feeling by the consciousness is important. And who is feel the consciousness, and that is important. And the knowing of that presence who is feeling the consciousness, that is important. So, the Krishna is telling to Arjuna that the knower inside, he knows all the senses, he knows all the sensory organs, he knows all sensations, but the sensory organs cannot know him. Because it is a miraculous thing that he knows, but sensory organs do not know them. It is miracle because he is not attached but seems like attached. And all the sensory organs, they are not in them, they are not in existence, they are only in the body. And body never can join to the existence, as the sky every time detach from all materials. You cannot stuck anything in sky. You can stuck everything in earth, but you cannot stuck anything in sky. You cannot even see the sky, because the sky is the microest. So this stanza is telling that sarvendriya gunabhasaha, all the sensory organs can only known because the abhasa jnana is presence in the jiva. What is the abhasa jnana? When the jiva, with the ignorance of his real presence or real truth, when he was living like a dreamy, when he was living in the maya, when he was living in the illusion, when he was living in the unknownness, when he was not awakened, when he was living in unconsciousness, that is called abhasa. And even he is not abhasa, also not in the indriyas, but he feels that he has indriyas. He has nothing. All is nature, the doing of the nature, as you know, prakriti kri karmani karta iva manyate. But he has a misunderstanding or misfaith, the wrong faith that he is doing, he is body, he is indriyas, he is senses. So, the second part of this is upper stanza, indriya, sarvendriya vivarjitam. No any senses lives in the pure consciousness. And the pure consciousness is asaktam. He never attach. He every time detach. But you feel, you seeing that he is attached because you have know the real knowledge of the liberation. Even he has not attachment, but because he is only consciousness in this universe, all universes, so being he is only consciousness, he bear, he care, he giver, and he caretaker of all blind, unknown jivas, or the blind person, ajnani persons, ajnani. So he is not satoguni, he is not rajoguni, he is not tamoguni, he is nirguna. But because he is only one consciousness, so it is very compulsory that only he is knower, and he only he can feel all the sensation, but he feel not attached, he feel like detached. My dear friends, because he is a knower and he has no continuity relationship with the matter, because the matter and the consciousness, the stage beyond the energy, that is stage beyond the energy, the matter cannot be joined with this, the light cannot be joined with the dark, so the completely different two poles, one is unconscious unknowing and second is supreme conscious knowing. So how can they submerge each other? So there is nothing relationship between the matter and the consciousness. Only the ignorance show this relationship, and only the dreamy Maya can mesmerize and person think this about this relationship as a true, but that is not true. So this type of detachment, there is no conjugation between the Maya and Brahma. So if there is no conjugation, how is separation? The 100% total is separation in every time, and everyone is Brahmagyani. But everyone can be awake. If he is sleeping, we can break the sleep, so that ajnana, the ignorance, the unknownness, the mesmerism, the hypnotism of Maya, this is like a sleep. So the Sadguru Satchidananda broke the sleep and awoke in the real existence. Because he knows all the gunas, but gunas do not know him. Like the nose, like the eyes, like the ears, they do not know the consciousness. So consciousness knows gunas, but gunas do not know the consciousness. So your all activities, your all gunas, your all phenomena, your all life cycle, they are not happened in the God, because they are your own dreams. There is no relationship with the awakeness of consciousness. My dear friends, I want to give some example. A clay pot, if you put the finger on the pot, there is no pot, there is only clay. There is only clay. If I ask you where is pot, you say this pot. But when I say put the finger on the pot. When you put the finger under your finger, there is no pot, there is only clay. So everywhere the clay is the basic structural cause of the clay pot. So the God existence is the basic structural part of this Maya, because there is no presence of the Maya, only presence of the God existence everywhere. But by the ignorance and the lack of supreme wisdom and the lack of truth, knowledge, and the lack of real exact knowing, we do not see the existence. We see on the clay pot, on the Maya. The Maya is the clay pot. I want to give the second example of the sky. Sky is everywhere. If we built a house or mansion, before building the house and mansion, there was sky. And the building of house and the mansion, there is sky. And the demolish of their house and the mansion, there will be sky remaining. So the God remain. Even you born or die, even you living or not living, there is nothing in this idea, in this seeing, because the God is every time in you, out of you, in your childhood or your old age or your death. You have not died, because the body is demolished like a house. The sky is not demolished. You cannot destroy the sky. Even the sky is a part of Panchabhuta. Then how can you demolish the existence, Atma, soul, God? So, that is the second example of the immortality and omnipresence and the basic cause that God existence, that is called your Atma, that is called Tattva, that is truth, and all are hypothetical illusion created a system of your sensory organs. Because He is the totality and total. Because everything is incomplete. But your soul, but your holy soul, but your consciousness, what your life, what your existence is complete. It is only one thing which is complete in this world. If you can stay with the incomplete, you will be incomplete. If you stay in the God existence, you will be complete, because now you are staying in the right position and right manner. So the God is the base of all. It is called Sarvadhishtan. So being of the God, all being is seems. The God is never attached like a sky to anything. He is totally detached. He cannot be joined with anything, because nothing can be joined in the God. God always pure and purest. So we say you are always pure and purest if you turn out inside of your presence of existence. That is called your Atma. The shloka says that the God is beyond of three gunas. There is no Rajoguna, there is no Tamoguna, there is no Satoguna. He is the Nirguna. Nirguna means the lack of all three gunas. I want to give again the example of the sky. When the sky is clear, it seems like a blue sky. That is the satoguna. The sky seems any color, red color, and the sky seems the white color by the clouds and red color by the evening and morning. That is rajoguna. When the night comes and sky seems like a black because there is no light, no reflection of the sunlight, at that time the sky seems black. That is the tamoguna. But the sky is unchanged even in night, even in morning, or even in the rainy season, or even in the clean and crystal clear sky. Sky is sky every time. There is no color. He is transparent. It is transparent. It is pure. And it has no atmosphere. Because the atmosphere is a relative gaseous combination by the gravity of earth. Out of the gravity of earth, the sky has no atmosphere. So my dear friends, and that is the very, very nice example of the sky in the comparison of your own soul. Your own soul is like a sky. There is no any nature. There is no any bodies. There are no any gunas. There is no any sin. There is no any dark. There is no any regret. There is no any sorrow. There is no any tension. That is only imposed by your your wrong consciousness. That is imposed only on you by the Maya. That is imposed only your mind illusion. That is imposed by your intellect, mood, and the false ego. So this stanza is giving you a very, very nice message that you are purest of the pure. You are the greatest of the great. You are the lovest of the lover. You are the merciful. You are the very, very pure heart. You are a divine, loving person. You are not a person even. You are the God existence. So nobody can turn you. Nobody can warn you. Nobody can cut you, because nobody can even cut the sky. Nobody cut even torn the sky. Nobody can burn the sky. If nobody can do with this sky, the sky is the five element, basic element, Panchabhuta, but you are the beyond the Panchabhuta. How can anyone give you harm? So you must be live fearless. So you must be live sorrowless. So you must be live tension free. So you must be live joyful. So you must be live peaceful. So you must be live like a ocean of a pleasure. You must think, you must know yourself. You must sink in your consciousness. Then you will become immortal. The all mortality will go. The all mortality will wash up. The all illusion will go up. The all illusion will leave you. Then you will be a peaceful, loving, very, very powerful, and very, very pleasant person of this world after the getting the Atma Jnana. So my dear friend, in the conclusion of this stanza, I want to say that you are the Gunatita. Even the last destruction of the universe that cannot be destruct you. You are immortal. You are beyond the senses. You are beyond the gunas. And there is nothing, the doer in you. You should stand in the seer. You will be 100% detached from all these things. You are yourself is the caretaker of the universe. You are the pure and purest soul. You are the Almighty God. If you want to stand, you want to do the meditation, and you will be enjoy all the fruits of the gunas with the detachment, not attachment. And then you will live like a kings. Who is the king? The worldly kings is not kings. You will become a spiritual king. You will become the existence. You will become the living God on the earth by the Atma Jnana. And for this supreme stage of liberation, I will help you. For this supreme stage of liberation, I will take you in my heart with the great love, because the God sent me here as a master for enlightenment and Atma Jnana. You are my friend. I am your very, very good friend and well-wisher. You are my son, I am your father. You are my daughter, I am your father. You are my responsibility, I am your caretaker. If you love me as the form of a master. Thank you very much. Love you very much. I will pray for you for your better future. Thank you. Love you.